day to you all, and welcome to a bonus episode of Dragon Quest 3, where I am currently sick, if it is not being shown through my my voice. But yeah, I recorded myself going through and making the new party. And here you can see I showed off the 3 wheels that I spun. One to see the members of the party, the build of the party, and I couldn't figure out who I wanted for the 3rd member, so I also spun for that as well. And then you'll see me go through and making the various characters. But yeah, just another brief mention on what this video is about. It's a little bit of a bonus content because in one of the previous episodes, we ended up getting a new party, and I mentioned how I'd show the process that I went through to end up with that party. When I went to edit it, thinking I could get it down to like 5 or so minutes, so I could throw it on at the end of an episode or something like that. Turned out that I had recorded a much longer amount of footage than I remembered, so yeah, I had like a few hours to go through, to speed up, to cut out really repetitive stuff, and parts where I would have stopped to check certain documents to make sure that I got the stats and stuff correctly. Because as you'll see me do, making the various characters, I believe we just finished making Alice. We're making Crystal now, which is our thief, because, you know, crystals, gems, you steal them. I'm a genius when it comes to names, and definitely didn't cut out various amounts of minutes from deciding on names. But yeah, when you make the character, you can either let them choose a personality randomly, or you can use seeds to determine what type of personality they can get. So there was like a handful of personalities I was fine with each of them getting, and was trying to sort of steer it towards one of those. So I'd be repeating that process a whole lot. And with our last person, our priest, that I spun the wheel for, I decided it'd be fun if we made it Dorothy, because then yeah, we're bringing back one of the main characters from before. I say main characters, but just one of the people that we started with. And she's just taking on the priest job because she has that magical background. She can do spells and stuff. So yeah, brought her in, and yeah, we essentially went with we've got a bit of a magic type of a user with our monster wrangler, a bit more of a physical speed type with the thief, and I spun the wheel for the priest. What ended up being the priest. With the priest, I was a merchant and a martial artist, because I felt the monster wrangler and thief and the hero had everything kind of balanced out, as everyone was kind of a bit more of a balanced thing. The thief a bit more of a speed, luck type based thing. So I would have been happy having a merchant that could have let us use a shop, or essentially, air quotes, sleep at an inn from anywhere, or a martial artist that just had massive high stats when it came to getting critical hits, and then the priest, because having someone dedicated to healing is always good. So spun the wheel, and whatever that ended up being was what I was going to make Dorothy become. So yeah, that's how we ended up with this party. You just saw me finish figuring out the shopping and getting them their items, buying a couple Chimera wings now, because I'm gonna zoom back to where we left off in that well, I guess where we would have started in the episode where we had the party, because we needed to level them up because they're all level 1, and in that last area is where there'd be enough high level monsters for us to get extra XP. So from here, it's just going to be a bit of a montage. Not all of the monsters. I did do a bunch of cuts because a lot of it was fairly repetitive, because I relied on the easy difficulty, because once you hit 1 point of health, you don't die, so it's no death. So it just made grinding so much easier because pretty much in like the second or third fight, they were on like 1 HP and would have been dying, sort of just been so grueling and probably several hours longer getting them up to an appropriate level of like 10 or so if I had done it with them being able to die. As you see, we've changed landscape. We're over in the snowy area now, and I can't don't see the levels, but you can see Anakin, in fact all of them, are hitting 1 at the moment and not dying, which is exactly why I wanted it that way, because being able to get through and just get it done makes it a hell of a lot easier, because I didn't have anything to prove at this stage. It's like I'm getting this ready to do more recording, and then I came across a monster, and ended up using one of my musks, and getting another monster. So and that led to getting some more stuff with the Monster Wrangler, so it got me really pumped for finding monsters. So I started going to even more biomes that I could find, trying to find any. Ended up walking my way back to that town where they had the really weird grammar, which, thinking about it now, in hindsight, it's because Dragon Quest does have a tendency to do various accents, and when it's not being spoken, it's hard to tell which accent they're going for. So I'm going to assume, based on the town's name, that they're going for that sort of Eastern European sort of accent. And we found another monster named Harry, who we sent off. And then from here, I forget what I did. I know at some point, I think this is what I'm doing now. I know at some point I went to try and find Monty, so I could see the monsters that we had accrued. So I went back here, which is where we first saw him, because I admittedly, pardon me, I admittedly could not remember where he said he would be. So then I decided to check out the monster fighting pits, which is back in Romaria, basically just sort of went down there just to have a little bit more of a look at it. Didn't want to fight anything. I figured the first time I'd fight it would be in a proper video, and when I'm just not figuring things out, I had a look at things that you can get, and had a look at the arena itself, and then at some point I think I went and adjusted the game settings, which I think was just there after talking to that person, then I went off, I think, either to grind some more or to do something else. I do forget what happened after here, because I kind of my memory just conks out, because I remember doing the grinding, setting up the party, and then not too much after that. We just got Dorothy and Iron Lance so that they wouldn't be relying on I think we had them with the chain and sickle, or the sickle and chain, whatever you call it. Just upgraded stuff, and I noticed that the entire time I was grinding, I had them in the plain clothing and not in the armor, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part, but ended up getting that fixed up. And I'm recording this in one go. I'm a bit too sick to have to go through and plan it out, so I've just hit record after editing it, and I'm just recording over the top of it. So this part has me wondering what it is I was doing. I think I was selling some stuff, maybe, not sure. Fixing up a bunch of accessories, because we had some that were luck based and all that, so I made sure to spread that out. I found out the rabbit tail was not cursed, so that was very good to figure out. What am I doing here? We going somewhere? What are we doing? Oh, yes, that's right. We were traveling up to the town we're going to finish up in, so I was going to do some further grinding just to make sure that we get the levels as good as we could get them. And yeah, just basically tidying things up before finishing it off. So by this point, I felt I had made the party with a group that I felt comfortable playing. Gotten them the items they need, gotten them leveled up, found some monsters. Didn't do too much, did a bit of exploring, pushing, prodding, making things, put the way I want in the settings. So yeah, got that done, got them rested up, and I think I'm going to go off and buy a Chimera wing, so I don't have a Chimera. Yeah, a wing. I thought I meant to say ring, but wing. But I buy that, fly over to Koriv, so we don't have to mess with their health being low or anything like that when I start the next episode. Well, I keep saying next, but I mean the episode that's already come out. But yeah, fly over to Koriv, and then we finish it there. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching the bonus episode. Make sure to go drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.